Hi, Malcolm here, your Turnaround for Profit coach. The other day I was watching a video being presented by quite a popular online person in the guru space. And he was talking about split testing and why you shouldn't worry about split testing until you get to 6 or 7 figures. Now, I can understand the sentiment of his video because basically he was saying that, when you start off, you just want to get going. Okay, you don't want to worry about all this split testing and things like that until you really get going. But the problem with that sentiment is that what tends to happen is people don't think about the split testing. They get going and then they still don't think about the split testing. And they get to 6 or 7 figures and they still haven't thought about the split testing. Now, split testing is not very difficult to do. And it could actually help you get to 6 or 7 figures a lot quicker than if you didn't do it. So, although, like I said, I agree with the sentiment, I don't particularly agree with what he was saying. The problem is when you start a business, it's basically a bunch of guesses. You guess what to price the product at. Even if you're looking around the internet at other people's prices or around other shops or whatever, they could be guessing as well. You're not totally sure they've worked out what the best price is. You get recommended retail prices and things like that, admittedly, but a lot of the time you're going, oh, it's probably worth that, or I'll put a bit of money on and sell it for that. The design of your website is a guess. Will it work or won't it? Your customer acquisition strategy, that would probably be a guess. Where do we get customers from? Do we advertise? Do we do blogs? Do we go out and do Facebook advertising? Do we go on Pinterest? All these things, again, are guesses. And even your email follow-up strategy. Lots of companies I deal with haven't even got an email follow-up strategy to help turn potential customers into customers. So all those things are guesses. And the only way you're going to find out if they actually work or if they are right is by split testing. By even simple what we call A/B split testing, where you've got one page showing this and one page showing that, can give you a lot of information. Now, the other thing that people tend to say when it comes to split testing is that when you split test, you only get small, tiny increments of successes. So you might only see, 0.2% better increase in conversion rate. Well, sometimes, yes, but sometimes you can see huge increases in conversion rate in getting your average order value up, of getting more customers, getting more people to opt into your email list. These things can, by split testing, you can actually find big numbers. And I mean, you can go from 5% conversion rate to 12%. You can increase your average order value by 20%, and things like that. So split testing is a really important part of your business. And what tends to happen with businesses is they tend to have this first 1 or 2 years, maybe longer, but generally it's 1 or 2 years where they grow very, very quickly up like this. And then they either start to level out or go down. And this is when they start maybe thinking about split testing. But still, by this time, things are probably going wrong or they get set in their ways and they don't then introduce split testing. But if you introduce it early, then you get used to adding it or bringing it into your business and making it a part of your business. So, yes, as I said originally, I agree with the sentiment that when you start off, you want to just get going as quick as possible and don't let things bog you down. But you really also need to think about running your business properly. As soon as you start making the first sale even, you should then start thinking, well, okay, how can I improve what I just did? If it took 100 people to get that first sale, how can I improve it? Well, you can do that by split testing, have 2 sales pages or 2 different prices or 2 different websites if you want, but you can split test different ideas to see if you can improve so that instead of taking 100 sales, it only takes 50 sales. Instead of only selling it for £47, you sell it for £57. So split testing is a very important part of your business. So please do it. Okay, that's all from me, Malcolm, your Turnaround for Profit coach.